Good evening, everybody, and welcome up to Clackamas High School on a beautiful Tuesday night. Coming to you live from Cavalier Stadium, Lake Oswego on the road, taking on Clackamas. It is set up to be a big Three Rivers League game here tonight, and we are so pleased to be able to bring this to you thanks to all of the help from our title sponsor here this evening, Canby Health Solutions and the Canby Health Foundation. They believe that transforming the healthcare journey begins with connecting changemakers to the resources and knowledge they need to maximize their impact. The Canby Health Foundation is the corporate foundation of Canby Health Solutions and a total health solutions company dedicated to transforming the way people experience healthcare. Founded in 2007, the foundation has funded over $80 million in grants in advanced whole-person care models at every stage of life to build a just and inclusive healthcare system for all. They make purposeful philanthropic investments in solutions that reduce disparities, eliminate systematic barriers, and result in better healthcare experiences and outcomes for everyone. For more information, go to CambiaHealthFoundation.org and check out all of the awesome things that the Cambia Health Foundation and Health Solutions Group is doing. Talk about fabulous. The number one color commentator in the industry is back with us here tonight.
Thanks, Jake.
Matty Ice, how we doing?
Good. I'm excited to be here. It's a beautiful night out here in Clackamas. We got just the right amount of cloud cover to set us up for a great sunset and hopefully an amazing night of lacrosse.
I think it's going to be one of those games where on the schedule might not look like much, but we both know full well how hard Clackamas goes in the paint. So I have no doubt that the records are going to be irrelevant as soon as this one gets started here in just about 3 minutes from Clackamas. Clackamas is, you're looking at their record 2-8, but you look at their close-up, they've got 3 different overtime losses, 1 double OT loss to Oregon. It's like sometimes you just can't catch a break, and the records don't reflect how good the team actually is, and I really feel that way about this Clackamas squad. They are dangerous. They're 15th seed overall in the state for a reason. They are not somebody to be trifled with, to say the least.
No, they're a great team. Always grinding throughout the game and playing hard. And I remember back when I was playing, it was always a tough game against Clackamas. So I'm expecting them to come out full blast tonight.
Teams are set, and we're going to set for the national anthem here and bring that up as they do in the stadium. There you have it. Best pregame song in the business. National anthem is in the books, and clock is set for 12 minutes. First quarter action coming to you live from Clackamas. Very interesting game here this evening on the LO sideline. A couple of coaches unable to make the trip. So we got JC in the driver's seat. Coach Bertoli watching on the road. Very excited to have these guys out here with this squad. Not raining. It was 63 degrees when we got here. No wind. It's almost like we're not in Clackamas. Every other time we've been out here in lacrosse, it's been wind and rain sideways, and we had snow out here a couple years ago, so should be a fun one here tonight.
Yeah, perfect weather for a game of lacrosse, and I'm fully expecting both teams to come out here firing, and I'm excited to see what they got.
For those just tuning in and joining us, got the man himself, Matty Ice, Matt Phillips, on the broadcast here tonight. Did such a good job, we had to hire you.
Well, I really appreciate it, Jake. I have a great time watching lacrosse, and it's just a passion of mine, so glad to be here.
Full disclosure, there might be a guy out on the field that you're rooting for a little bit harder. Jordan Phillips, number 8 out there. Moves like a young Matt Phillips back in the day.
Oh, he's much bigger and faster than I was, but yeah, always out here to support him. But we'll be happy to watch both teams be successful tonight.
Squads are coming to midfield and set to cross them up and shake them up after a few last words from our fellow friendly neighborhood Zebras. Got a couple of shout-outs to make this evening as well. Special one for the Clackamas side. Jack Burnside, the senior goalkeeper there, number 15. His grandpa, Chris Burnside, can't make the travels to any of the games this season, has to watch away on the road, and we are super pumped to be able to bring this game out to Grandpa Chris. Mr. Jack Burnside's grandpa watching. There he is right there on the cross-up and the shake-up with Bondo. Goalies will go to their respective cages. Both sides are going to knuckle bump, and we are going to get set to rock and roll here from Clackamas. Face-off. Cole Sims for the Cavs, and the man himself, Sean Erickson, for the Lakers.
Yeah, the face-off game is going to be big all night. We'll have to see who gets the jump on the draw and gets that possession for their team.
Sean with a clamp, pops it up to himself, and wheels it out. Scotty Weiss over with a touch in the box, and back to Hecht.
Yeah, and the Lakers have been doing 2 pulls on the face-off here, having Jordan stay back on defense and running 2 pulls on the wing. So interesting strategy decision to start the game.
A little more aggressive look there for the Lakers on the face-off. It's been working pretty well the last few weeks with that little tweak. Calvin Macy now, a little bit of a run. Clackamas, they know Calvin full well by now. Fastest man on the field at Mitty in whatever field he is on. Gavin from behind GLE dumps it off to Cole Daly. Daly getting across the middle and gets hammered inside by a number of Cav defenders. Back up top to Fish. Fish over to the near side to Calvin. Calvin takes a dodge for the wing. Shot on goal. Big time stop from Burnside.
It's a great save, and let's see what they can do on the clear here. Looks like Calvin just didn't have the angle on the shot.
Get the clear across midfield, and it gets to Nielsen, number 2.
Clackamas is going to need to get a touch here.
Getting closer, counting them off. Touching the box,
There
there's
it
a
is.
hand, and Clackamas will be able to set up on offense for their first go-round. Riley Peterson kicking it all the way up top. Topside setup for Auntie Kale. Kale on Daly. Kale dumps it off back behind, looking for an outstretched Jake Wilson, but a little bit too tall. Hecht will bring it in for the Lakers.
Well, you always get a mulligan at the beginning of the game, and Clackamas will definitely be looking to sharpen their offense up, and I'm sure they will in their next possession.
Macy hot to trot. Miscommunication from Clackamas, and a shot on goal. Burnside with another stop. Jack Burnside on fire right now. 2 shots, 2 stops. Clackamas in transition going the other way, just coming up on the 10-minute mark here in the first quarter. Little bump pass to Schlegel. Schlegel up top, coming near side to Nielsen. Ball is going to roll out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on another long stretch pass.
Looks like there was a flag down.
We got a flag down up at midfield.
Slashing penalty.
So slashing penalty on Mason Fish.
Yeah, I saw that on the clear as well. So that did happen on the clear, and now Clackamas will be here with the extra man offense. Let's see what they can do.
Clackamas setting up top. Peterson, far side over there is Nielsen. Nielsen comes near side. Clackamas just kind of working it around, and McDaniel trying to get a feel for this Laker defense.
Yeah, and Brody Jones down there on crease is looking to get open, just wheeling around the crease, trying to get some good looks from X and make some good cuts, and let's see what Clackamas can do if they can get him that ball.
McDaniel feeding it down to Wilson. Turnover underneath. Seth Looney now looking to get out of trouble. Feeds Ethan Hecht. Hecht with the stutter step coming across. Good move for McDaniel there. Nice little defensive play from the attackman. Clackamas defense, otherwise known as their attack, putting on some pressure here on Lake Oswego. Good to see that early. Looney gets it across, and Jordan Phillips gets – oh, did we get a failure to advance?
No midi back.
Oh,
on
no
that.
midi back call.
Like Seth crossed the line there, and no one was back to keep him onside.
So a little miscommunication there early from the Lakers. Nielsen brings it down into the zone for the Cavaliers. Hits Wilson back to Nielsen. Nielsen's going to set up shop up top with Auntie Kale. Kale has Scotty Weiss all over him. Scotty's so active with that stick. Just a total pain in the neck. Good backside come across from Seth Looney. Nice aggressive backside slide there from Seth.
Great slide, perfectly timed. Kale had no time to see it coming.
Lakers with the turnover. Bondo gets a clear. Oh, and it's going to be tapped out of Phillips' stick. So Lake Oswego. Missed opportunity there. Clackamas retains it. Auntie Kale coming near
Great
side.
Look.
Shot on goal is good. Cavaliers put one in. Number 25, Jake Wilson.
And the Lakers there just lost on defense after that failed clear, and just leaving Jake Wilson wide open for that awesome goal.
Quest investment replay. Watch the backside slide here real quick. Scotty, good work. And here comes Seth closing in. Boom. Shuts it down. Nice little lift. Excellent work there on that slide prior to the goal. We'll bring the goal up here in just a second. Face-off at midfield.
Back to that face-off battle.
Erickson with the kick. Erickson's got the body now. Coming in strong as Scotty Weiss, but stealing it right away. Cole Sims.
Great ground ball.
Low man wins, and Sims got down and got dirty to get that out. Clackamas now with a 1-0 lead on the Lakers, just under 7.5 to go here in the first quarter. Nielsen ripping it back to Conkey.
And Clackamas with the lion's share possession through the first year, really making it hard on the LO defense.
Time of possession is something that LO has not had much of in the first quarter. It's a little methodical starts this season for Lake Oswego.
Definitely. And they're going to look to pick that up here with 7 minutes to go.
7 minutes to go. Ball on the ground at the 50. Fish trying to keep it on their side. Alex Kamalian in the mix. Ricky Dupuis and not quite able to get it. So it'll be Laker ball on the inbound here. Number 17, Thomas Anderson for the Lakers. Jake Wilson gives an attempted check there, but Anderson easy clear across the midfield. Laker offense with a touch and off and running here. Super high defense for the Cavs. Stretching way out here against Lake Oswego.
Well, they're looking to get some pressure on the middies, and they've been successful so far with LO not having a great possession all quarter. Let's see if LO can kind of settle that ball down and get a good look off a dodge or maybe a redodge here.
Macy's had 2 good shots, but Burnside had 2 better stops. Gunnar Olsen trying to get a piece now, and a good stick lift by the Cavs on the pass. Goes out of bounds, turnover. So Clackamas active on the hands. Great lift on that, forcing the turnover.
And that's how you do it. You got to be all over the hands, especially when they're looking to make a pass and hope for the turnover. And Clackamas has gotten a couple of them so far.
Ryan Wallace kicking it way back. Going over to McDaniel. McDaniel with a long clear up to the midfield in front, and Schlegel off on the other side. He's got Scotty Weiss all over him. Schlegel's going to roll it all the way back around to X. Scotty, so good on that back check. Jake Wilson with the rock. He draws Seth Looney now. Looney's going to have to break down, come back the other direction. Clackamas likes coming to this side, but they've had a number of errant passes like that one. Roll and touch with an extra ball on the field. Generally, they like to play lacrosse with only one ball on the field at a time, so
That's
restart
true.
that one. Wilson feeds up top to Schlegel.
Great
Schlegel, man left alone. Shot on Bond. Goes way high. Big wind up on the far side from Hamrick over there.
The Laker defense needs some more communication here. There's been a couple guys left wide open, and they're going to need to look to fix that here if they're going to stop Clackamas from scoring on their possession.
Cole Daly putting pressure on the ball here for the Lakers.
Good backside cut there from Clackamas. They didn't find it, but he was wide open.
Zach Zerba now with it. Takes a little screen. Ethan Heck not going to fall for that one. Tell you, if I'm Zerba, the last guy I want to see right now in front of me is that guy with the number 1 jersey.
He is a monster out
He is
there.
ruthless. No feelings whatsoever. Shot on goal. Bond goes low. Big kick-out stop for Barnett. Good chase by Clackamas. It was a foot race. Clackamas is going to get it, but a big stop by Bond.
Huge save.
Exactly what the Lakers needed. Inbound coming from Wilson.
Little beat on the dodge.
Dromgoole gets beat, but able to recover with the stick skills, and Looney now going the other direction. This time they get the midi back correct. Macy down the alley, shot, and Macy, goal, Lake Oswego.
And that's a great shot by Macy. Finds that top right corner going top Ched on the goal, and not a whole lot you can do there if you're Burnside. It's just a wide open shot and a great finish.
Quest Investment Replay just now getting a chance to it. The Clackamas goal from a minute ago. Look at this, just coming right down the alley. Bondo got bounced on that one. We'll bring up the Laker goal here in just a second. They are quick on these faceoffs. I think these officials got a date or something later tonight because they are not wasting any time. Scoop is up. Good job on the faceoff by Lake Oswego. Jordan Phillips coming up with it. That one's going to.
You're letting the penalty slide there. But
yeah, I had a hand up. We thought for sure we'd get at least a push call there, but decided let him play, I guess. Burnside here. Lakers on the lock. Finally getting across is going to be Wilson.
Great
Lakers
ride.
with a turnover. Clackamas.
Look at those attackmen just riding the Clackamas defense on the clear.
Fish had a breakaway opportunity. Clackamas so aggressive with the sticks, able to keep that ball on the ground. Big clear from Burnside all the way over to the 45 on the opposite end. Barely walking the tightrope as Wilson able to keep it in. Scotty Weiss on him. Good check from Scotty. Good help side D from Dromgoole. Wilson tried to pull a fast one there. Dromgoole stayed tight, went right off the body. Weiss able to clean that up. Scotty with a stretch pass. Can't quite find Rab. Looney coming up with another one. So Seth Looney, your early Laker defensive MVP, right up until that flag.
A little frustration there, it looks like. But, yeah, Seth's been all over the field picking up ground balls. A lot of this game has been played in the middle of the field, so I do think that ground balls and just hustle plays are going to be who decides this one.
Speaking of hustle, Quest Investment Replay right here. Here comes Looney on that transition a minute ago. Good feed to Macy. Macy just whoop. There it is. I mean, look at that. Calvin just recognizing wide open lane. I mean, that's a pretty long shot. Calvin isn't always going after that, and this time just found the top 6 inches clear and put it away. Timeout on the field gives us a chance to take time to thank another one of our supporting sponsors out here tonight. Our good friends at the Untattoo Parlor. They're down there at the Gadsby Building on Northwest Hoyt and 13th Avenue in the Pearl District. They specialize in professional tattoo removal and the surrounding areas, and they're experts in doing that safely, effectively, and with minimal discomfort because they got that awesome cutting-edge Kutera in light and laser, which has been shown to remove unwanted ink in half the time in the older machines with much better clearances on the margins. Their goal is to make the experience of removing your tattoo as comfortable and easy as possible, and they offer local anesthetic to minimize that discomfort because they've got a trained staff of registered nurses and a board-certified plastic surgeon to ensure optimal results and help you erase the one permanent reminder of everything else you forgot in that weekend down in Tijuana. Check them out at the untattooparlor.com or give them a call at 503-893-0102. Big thanks, Untattoo. Super convenient they changed their phone number to rhyme with their name for me. I really appreciate that. 1-1 game here, flag on the field. Lakers will be playing a man down here for a hot minute. Seth is getting a little bit of a conversation from the coaches in the box, just reminding him, hey, maybe next time let that one slide.
Yeah, definitely. Just some frustration here, and hopefully it doesn't escalate from there. But, yeah, let's see what Clackamas can do on the extra man offense. Last time not able to capitalize. Let's see if they can get a little bit more movement around the cage and find their open man.
I'll tell you, I've seen Solon McDaniel out here a couple times now with 2 different length sticks in his hands. So that guy playing both sides on a short-handed Clackamas squad with a lot of freshmen. So McDaniel doing triple duty for Clackamas. Cavs rolling it around. Peterson up top. Got Auntie Kale on the far side. Back to McDaniel. McDaniel with a wide shot. Big-time stretch.
Yeah,
Brody Jones with the chase.
McDaniel's definitely a big threat out there. He's got a big windup and a nice shot. So let's see what Clackamas can do.
Nice job by number 34, Elliott Orr. Sticks in the lanes. Kids watching at home create ground ball situations like that one. Excellent patience from Elliott, though, knowing man down not to go chase that and get out of position to leave his guys thin inside. Dodge on the wing, sticks again in the lanes. Nice deflection there, this time from Hecht and Dromgoole coming across. You can see Brody Jones trying to set up there on the crease and give Bond a little pressure up in his face. Lake Oswego doing a good job of protecting that crease for their goalie.
And, yeah, we're back to even out on the field. So Clackamas out of their extra man offense and just looking to settle this ball. And, oh, there you go, interception by Bond.
Bondo with the steal. Barnett surveys the scene. Clackamas. A little bit of trick there from Wilson. Gets a deflection. Looney able to collect himself. Dromgoole with the feed over to Daly. Daly all the way across to Maguire. A chance to call Gavin's name much here because LO hasn't had much time on possession.
Very true. Gavin's been very quiet through the first here. I'm sure that will not be the case throughout the rest of the game.
Coming up on a minute to go here as the clock sinks in the stadium. Dodge up top from Calvin, who's got that early goal for Lake Oswego. Tied up 1-1, under a minute to go here, live from Clackamas. Low pass, Clackamas all over it. Gavin showing a lot of enthusiasm getting after that one. He knows how important this possession is. Kamalian with a feed up top, finds Fish. Fish sees that Clackamas defense collapse quick in those lanes.
Yeah, I think Clackamas might have taken a page out of Lakeridge's book, just being all over the hands of that Laker offense.
Rip from Rab, big stop from Burnside. He's got 4 big stops so far this game. Under 30 seconds to go, and a clamp from Jack. Gives Clackamas a shot here with 20 seconds and counting. Steal from Fish. Fish comes around. Big block by Burnside.
Wow.
Burnside having a half. My goodness.
That effort.
That was a wide open dunk for Fish, and Burnside sells out totally to get that one from being a Laker goal, and that's going to do it for the half. My goodness.
What a way to close out a quarter.
Wow, we got a decent shot from the side. Good shot from the top side, Cam. We'll take a look at this on the Quest Investment replay. Fish steals it, comes in. You can see Burnside just sells out completely to block that. We'll bring that one up from the top, Cam, too, as we go to end of one. Lakers and Cavaliers all tied up at 1 apiece. A little bit surprising if you're just tuning in here. I think people were expecting to see LO jump on top, and Clackamas keeping it tight early.
Well, like we said, to start the game, both teams out here are going to come out full blast, grinding, playing hard. So let's see what the second quarter can bring us.
Fish with the steal on that, and look at that. Just Burnside sells out, throws his body up, throws the net up high. just enough to deflect. That was so close. Big block by Burnside. Lots of action, not a lot of time to get a chance to thank all of our supporting sponsors. We're going to take a second here as we get into second quarter action. Thank our friends over at Vanderhouen right down the road on 6342 South Macadam Avenue. Vanderhouen is the premier staffing provider for technology, accounting, finance, and engineering professionals. Whether you are a company looking for staff or you are somebody looking for your next opportunity, get a hold of them at 503-299-6811. Big thanks to Vanderhouen. Face-off set as squads flip sides. Getting ready for second quarter action, coming to you live from Clackamas. Number 16, Cole Sims, going up against number 13, Sean Erickson.
Big face-off here. Both teams are going to be looking to settle it down a little bit. A lot of turnovers in the first quarter. So.
Great clamp and face-off win for Erickson. Feed to Weiss. That is what you want to see as a Laker fan. Maguire has to climb a ladder, go get that pass.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's a little wound up now. See what kind of Laker offense we get here to open the second quarter. Gunnar Olsen settling things down up top. He's got Jordan Phillips on the near side. Looks like Cole Daly coming in from the box. Phillips takes a run at it. Slides back. Big back pressure from the Cavs. Phillips trying. Clackamas gets it across. Cole Sims with a pass and a touch in the box. Possession, Cavaliers.
Great clear there from Clackamas. Way to avoid the pressure and settle that ball on offense.
Hecht all over the hands of Zach Zerba. Zerba decides better of it, dumps it off to Nielsen.
Clackamas looking like they're running a different set here to start the second quarter. They got 2 men on the crease.
Backside cut, right at it. Bondo with a big stop right off his noggin. Barnett coming up big when the Lakers need it. Extra exposed. Gets a big stop. Clear up to Gunner. Gunner coming across, playing a little midi on the other side, sticking with it. Feed on the crease. Shot goes just outside.
And that one hurts for LO. You got to capitalize on those fast breaks. But luckily they had the backup, and they're going to go right back at it.
Shot that time finds its way home. Alex Kamalian with the Laker goal. Makes it a 2-1.
Yeah,
Laker lead.
Just a great find from Maguire. He goes quick on the restart, and Kamalian was just wide open. Puts it away.
Quest investment replay here. See the feed coming down the crease. Bondo totally exposed, one-on-one shot. Just gets his elbow and his head right in position. Makes the stop. Lake Oswego heads the other direction. We'll bring up that goal here from Alex in just a second. Face-off at the ready. Clackamas this time, a little bit different strategy, trying to go for the kick. But Erickson able to get it. Pass in traffic. Maguire so good with those hands. He had no business getting that ball away from 3 Cav defenders, and yet out he comes with it.
Yeah, and that's huge. Ground balls are going to be essential tonight, as we've seen a lot of this game being played between the boxes. A lot of turnovers, a lot of quick possessions. So hustle plays, ground balls, that's going to be huge.
Rab up top for the Lakers. Plenty of patience from Nolan. Gunner this time. Been a little quiet the last couple games. See what Olsen's got up his sleeve. As we open up the second quarter, Lakers taking the lead 2-1 moments ago. Fish with the ball on the near side. Feeds it back to Kamalian. Kamalian far side over to Maguire. Maguire opposite wing, rolls it back in, goes righty. High side and goal for Maguire. So Gavin breaks it loose. Lakers 3-1 now over the Cavs.
And Maguire's just so good at using his body. Getting top side there and then protecting the stick, rolling back inside and finding an opening on the cage. Clackamas played pretty good defense there, but Maguire just a great, strong dodge.
Quest replay from 2 goals ago. Kamalian doing what he does, finding the back side open as Maguire with another dish and another assist on the season for Gavin. 2 goals ago. We'll get you that Maguire goal here in just a second. Cole Sims with the faceoff win this time. He had that one figured out. And we got a timeout. Clackamas. So the Cavs giving us a hand up here in the booth. Get an opportunity to bring up that Gavin Maguire goal from just a second ago on the Quest investment replay. Gavin going opposite side wing, rolls back on Sullivan, and McDaniel knew it right when he got it. That was a great feel from Maguire. Blind to the cage, but felt the pressure from Sullivan McDaniel come up on that top side hip. He just gets a little bit overcommit on that top side, Matt. You see him right there. Gavin plants and rolls on him and just, boom, dunks it.
It's a lot like post playing basketball, where you're feeling the defender and which way he's going to let you go, if you're going to be able to go topside or backside there. And that time, Gavin chose backside.
He chose wisely. Big thanks to another one of our supporting sponsors here, Crescione Dental, the family dental practice that is passionate group of dental professionals that believe in kindness as at the core of what they do. When you are in that mindset, you get a direct expression of how they care and serve for their patients and themselves. Their internal culture results in some of the finest dental care in the region. They keep that commitment with their long-term solutions, exceptional personalized treatment, and absolutely fair fees. They're down there at 16679 Boones Ferry Road, Suite 215 in Lake Oswego, Oregon. You can give them a call at 503-636-7601. Big thanks to Crescione Family Dental. See if we can sneak one more in here and thank our friends over at Project 360. They're all about strengthening the human body, but more than anything else about how they treat their people, because their identity lies in their values of character and their commitment to never giving up in the people that they are working with and in their charge. They're personalized, personal training, reinvented, and believe that 360 degrees of professional support is what you need. Check them out at project360pdx.com.
Interesting to see what Clackamas drew up out of the timeout.
Hecht all over Clackamas here today. Nobody wants to go head-to-head with Ethan, trying to find their creases and seams elsewhere. Good success early with the opening. Nice cross step. Clackamas, big shot. Nice deflection from Scotty Weiss. Puts it on the ground.
You love to see that from defenders, not flinching at the shot and just eating it.
Scotty going to need a little Epsom salt bath after that one, but I have a feeling Bondo will help provide. Peterson deals it up top to Conkey. Conkey's going to reload way high against Aiden Luther. Luther gets crossed up again. Errant pass. This time Looney coming up with it. Looney turning on the Jets down the sideline with a feed to Thomas Anderson. Anderson in transition now. Oh, and a steal on the pass. Nice backside check on the stick from Auntie Kale. That sky ball lands with Clackamas. One shot, Bond, low sweep, stop for Barnett. Another big save for Bondo.
And if they keep playing at this pace, the fourth quarter is going to be huge. I can tell these middies are going to be tired. They're just running up and down the field.
1, 2, 3, and Alex Kamalian gets another one on Burnside. Lake Oswego just outpaced and outnumbered Clackamas there. Left Burnside fully exposed on that one.
Great play on the fast break. Little 1-2 in the goal.
Quest investment replay here on that. You can see Anderson coming down. They're already kind of getting gassed on this line, but Thomas knows. Push the pressure. 1, 2 to Gavin, 3 to Alex. Goal for the Lakers. Jack Burnside trying. Kamalian with his second goal here in the quarter. Lakers lead it 4-1 now with 7.5 and change to go in the first half. Sean Erickson with another face-off win. Erickson started to find his rhythm here late in the season on these face-offs, Matt. Good to see that progression for Lake Oswego because they needed it.
Yeah, last 3-4 games, Sean's really been stepping up and winning a lot more face-offs than he did at the beginning of the year.
Maguire coming across all the way around, wraps around, gives Lake Oswego a chance to rotate their guys in. Cole Daly up top to find Gunnar Olsen now. Gunnar coming in fast. Nice switch from Clackamas. Gunnar gets a step on him. Lefty shot.
Wow.
Bounce shot. Gets it in. How did he find that opening? Gunnar Olsen breaks the drought, puts one in for the Lakers.
Great shot by Gunner, and that's the last thing you want on defense if you're Clackamas. A midi beating you top side, getting a nice look at the goal, and Gunner just puts it away.
Quest investment replay. Gunner with the cross up. Watch this right here. Boom, gets on that hip. Step, shot, bounce is good, and Burnside looking where it went because he never saw it. Excellent work there by Olsen in the middle. Lake Oswego suddenly up by 4. Face off with the body, trying to keep it. Cole Sims. Clackamas comes away with it.
They got the fast break.
Off to the races, Zach Nielsen. Touch in the box and possession, Cavaliers.
They're going to choose to settle there, which is a good call. Settle that ball down, kind of relax, find your feet, and see what you can do.
Giving both their middies and defense a little bit of rest from this back and forth 100-yard dash game we've had the last couple minutes. Number 20 for the Cavs, Schlegel feeds it up top to Nielsen. Nielsen over to Kale. Kale back to Nielsen. Pass coming up from behind GLE. Thinking about the shot, I think that was a pass attempt there from Wilson, got deflected.
There's a man open on the backside there on the crease.
Again, all the kids watching this at home. Sticks in the lane, sticks on hands. That is going to create all kinds of turnover opportunities. Zach Nielsen with a good look. Scotty with a lift. Bondo says no. Looney
Great
off to the
save.
races again. Big save by Bond. Looney coming across, getting hacked for his efforts.
Looney's just been up and down the field all night. Great on the clears.
Maguire left wide open on the backside. Takes a look at it, thinks about it, rips it, finds it. My goodness, Gavin Maguire. You know, we talked about it a little bit in pregame before we came on air. Gavin had been kind of quiet on the goal-scoring front the last couple weeks. I think he's out here ready to say that's over.
Oh, yeah. That was an incredible shot. Not a lot you can do there in cage. Gavin just finds that near side top corner and puts it away.
Transition here. Bondo with a big stop. Looney scooping it up. Looney playing like a man possessed tonight. He is just all sorts of effort. Getting it all the way across the midfield. Dumps it back. Nolan checks over to Alex. Alex finds his good buddy Gavin. Gavin's going to bring it across. One step and goal.
Clackamas wins. Oh, ball's still on the ground.
Lights are coming up here at the stadium, getting brighter. Making the adjustment. Riley Peterson coming across, gets a touch in the box. Cavs possession with the face-off win. Clackamas suddenly find themselves down by 5 with 5:40 and change to go here in the first half. Pass the backside, shot on goal, and Vaughn never even saw it. Goal for the Cavs, number 5, Drew Conkey.
It's a great find there. Nice cut by Drew, and just an awesome field vision there from the Cavaliers attackman to find that cutting man and just putting it away right down the middle.
Drew Conkey with a big goal for the Cavs when they needed it most.
Huge goal.
Bring that replay up here for the Cavs fans here in just a second. Don't want to miss this face-off. They are moving quick up front. Erickson thought he had the ball on the clamp. Didn't quite. And Scotty looking back over his shoulder. Clock has not started. Not sure if there was a quick whistle and nobody heard it maybe. Looks like they're going to say maybe Sean went early. We didn't get much of a whistle or a sound.
Looks like Sean did a little trip on the loose ball, so I think it's a loose ball push on the Lakers there.
Very quiet whistle. Everybody's kind of looking back like, wait, are we playing? Cavs coming off that goal. Possession here for Auntie Kale.
And momentum swinging back towards the Cavaliers.
Right up until that moment where
until
pass a little high for Nielsen. That one's going to roll out of bounds. Scotty Weiss having to go all the way to track. Coming back across with it. Dumps it off into the offensive zone. And Calvin Macy showing the speed. Macy on goal. Rips one past Burnside. Tell you what, you don't get in front of Calvin and slow him down. He is almost impossible to stop.
Very, very fast.
All right, we got a couple things to work on here. Quest investment replay on the Clackamas goal. Hecht with the push and the dump. Bondo never even saw it. Never even saw it. That pass was quick, and it was in for the Cavs. Face off here. Cole Sims. Erickson with a win this time. No more trips or shenanigans. Gets across, gets touched in the box. Zebra goes down.
Did.
We got an official on the turf. He's going to take a second. He's okay. All right, we're good. Never want to see a man down. Those guys are important. We don't have very many of them.
Seriously.
We got to keep them in good peace. Daly with the rock. He's going to get a rip here from Nielsen. Nielsen, good close on Cole. Back up to Fish. Fish feeds up top to Rab. Rab takes a shot. Burnside. Patented Jack Burnside denial there.
Yeah, Burnside's been in there all night. Couple tough shots where it's just not a chance, but when he's had the opportunity, he's made big saves, and he's been great on clears.
Clackamas, little train wreck at midfield, and that was – we're going to take a second here to take a timeout on the field. We had a couple guys not see each other and run square into each other at midfield. I think everybody looks okay. Just got the wind knocked out of them. We're going to take a second here. Let's take a look at that goal from the Lakers a second ago, the Quest investment replay. Here comes Calvin Macy ripping right down Broadway. The slide from Sullivan. I'll tell you, you look at this, Matt, as we take a moment on the field here. Scotty and Ethan taking a minute. Calvin, with all that speed, McDaniel, he hesitated because he's leaving Maguire, right? And you got the slide coming across, leaving Kamalian. I mean, there was no way that was going to be a positive outcome. And Burnside just putting his hands up. Nothing to do there. And a lot of that comes because of Calvin's speed. He absolutely cuts through your defense so fast, you got to either decide, do I slide or do I stay? If I leave, I'm leaving Maguire open, who's already got a couple goals. Backside slide comes across, trying to help on Calvin. Now you got Kamalian wide open on the other wing. There was nothing Clackamas could do on that.
Yeah, really not a ton of opportunity there for the Clackamas defense, but I do think the correct answer there is to always slide on Calvin early. Too big, too fast. You got to be there quick. It doesn't really matter who you're leaving. Calvin is too much of a threat. You gotta take a slide, a step early there. Off that position, not a ton you can do there from Clackamas, but in general throughout the rest of the game, you definitely want to be sliding early on number 12.
So quick with such a quick shot. Burnside's just going to have to – it's kind of like a soccer goalie at that point. You just got to kind of guess, am I going right or am I going left?
Right.
And just throw your hands there and hope that you get it right. Lakers back in business. Scotty Weiss. Zach Nielsen with Cole Daly all over him. Far side now. Peterson on Weiss. Thinks better of it like Oswego.
Good look.
Good look. Shot was easy chase down from Clackamas. They'll hold on to it here with Wilson bringing it back in.
And it seems like the middle of the field has been wide open for Clackamas all night. Let's see if they can use that to their advantage a little bit. And on the flip side, let's see if LO can communicate a little bit better and not be leaving backside cutters wide open in front of the crease.
So Gunnar Olsen playing a little two-way midi here on defense for the Lakers. Looney on ball. Looney having a good half so far. Zerba with it, rolls all the way back out, trying to stretch this Laker defense. These guys haven't run a marathon by the end of this game. I'll be shocked. Peterson with it now, all up in Scotty's business. Scotty.
And there's the center of that field again.
Yeah. That was a shot, which is going to be easy chase, deflected by the Lakers. Schlegel with the inbound. Kicks it over to Zerba. Zerba coming across GLE, doesn't like what he sees. All the way back up top now. Look, and Bondo.
Wow.
Showing the wheels. Barnett wins the chase. Laker ball. That's the hustle you want to see from your goalie.
Definitely. Love to see it.
Barnett walking it up. Rab took his eyes off it just for a second. We were telling you about those lights coming up. You can see the brightness level on the field changing just a little bit. Kind of plays tricks with your eyes a little bit until you get an adjustment out here. And LO calling a timeout with 2 minutes and change to go here in the second quarter. Gives us an opportunity to thank our friends over at Pittman and Brooks, the certified public accountant firm that is, by the time the normal firm is getting around to your taxes from last year, they're already neck deep into next year's activity because they're looking forward to help you drive your business forward, not looking in the rearview mirror. They go above and beyond average expectations to help you understand your business needs, plan for the future, and leverage your finances. They started Pittman & Brooks because they believe that businesses need more than accountants. They need business consultants who are CPA certified and believe that nothing great can be accomplished when you settle for average. Check them out at pittmanandbrooks.com or at 15255 Southwest 2nd Avenue in Portland, Oregon, or give them a call at 503-684-9233. Big thanks to Pittman and Brooks. We also want to thank Ricardo's Ristorante down there in Lake Grove, the finest Italian eating establishment anywhere. Since 1980, Ricardo and Georgette Spaccarelli have been fixing up Nonna Rica, Ricardo's grandmother's handed down family recipes all the way from Italy here in Lake Grove, Oregon. Each dish is prepared with the freshest ingredients, and their eclectic wine selection ensures a perfect accompaniment. You can come dine al fresco, which is Italian for outside, or on any given night indoors, Monday through Friday, 11 to 3 for lunch, 5 to 9 Monday through Saturday for dinner. Check them out at 16035 Boones Ferry Road or call them at 503-636-4104. Big thanks to Ricardo's. I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Man, we should have gotten some spaghetti and breadsticks or something.
True.
Lakers leading 7-2 here. Late stages of the second quarter. Far side. Lake Oswego going to look to get a long possession here.
Clackamas defense looking solid, sagging off all the right players here, playing the middle of the field, and that sets them up for an early slide there.
Good defensive work from the Cavs.
Great defense.
Got what they wanted. Turnover. Nielsen in transition. Nielsen turning on the Jets. And timeout Clackamas.
Ooh, that's a tough timeout.
Ooh,
I might have let that fast break play.
Yeah, you and I kind of think alike, so I'm going to say that we're both right. But you got to look at this and think we're looking for momentum and just to climb back one goal at a time. You get your turnover right here on the ground ball. You got Nielsen screaming downhill. Lake Oswego heads are turned in. Right there's your timeout. Gunner is coming from the other side. Boy, that's tough. I don't know. That might be one of those you look back on later and be like, maybe next time we let that one go.
Yeah, I understand where the coaches are coming from, though. There's a
100%.
minute 20 left. They're looking to get a nice goal, probably hold the ball for most of the rest of the half here, and just go into halftime with a solid goal to get you back in that game. But it's a tough one.
The timeout gives us a chance to thank one more of our supporting sponsors and also think about how hungry we are. Friends down at the Old Spaghetti Factory.
Ooh.
They've been proudly serving delicious, affordable, 3-course Italian meals in the Portland area since 1969. Family-owned and operated, committed to exceptional service. The way to come down and check out what their family has to provide for yours. The trolley car, you're probably way too young for the trolley car. I remember eating in the trolley car back in the day, and it was a fixture in Portland with the Old Spaghetti Factory. And today, they have 40 locations, 40 across 13 states, including 2 spots in Japan in Nagayo and Kobe. But the local one that we all know and love on the South Waterfront, 715 South Bancroft Street in Portland, Oregon. Check them out at osf.com or 522-5375. Old Spaghetti Factory. I don't know anybody that's grown up in Oregon that hasn't had at least one meal at Old Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, me and my family go there every year for Christmas, and it's right down the street from my place, so maybe that's where I'll be getting my breadsticks and spaghetti later.
Right? I know, I get this craving for Italian for some reason. Scotty Weiss putting the hurt on Nielsen. Nielsen can't get unlocked, has to bail. Clackamas now coming up on the 1 minute mark. Good communication on the field from Lake Oswego. You can hear them hollering all the way up in the box. They want to close out this half without any more goals to this Cavs squad and give them anything to feel good about going into halftime. Clackamas, on the other hand, can't get it all back in one, just one goal at a time. Conkey all over.
There it is. You can see Clackamas trying to be tricky on the crease. They got 3 guys there at times, looking to set screens, slide backside.
Good ball
Wow.
from Gunnar Olsen. Great job getting it down on the ground. Gunnar in transition, feeds to Fish. Fish dumps it to Maguire. Maguire comes across, goes low, high. Nice shot by Burnside to knock it out. Whew. That was close.
Very close. Let's see what LO can do here with a couple seconds left on the clock.
Shot goes wide. That's going to go out. Lake Oswego with it still.
Just enough time to maybe get a shot off here for the Lakers.
Maguire's going to try to put pressure on it, get one good pass on the crease. Right there with the low. Gunnar can't quite break his wrists over, I don't think, as much as he wanted. Yeah, he's got his hand. He's a little frustrated with that. I think he wanted to get a little more wrist action on that. Give himself a shot. But that is going to do it for the first half. Lakers lead it 7-2 over Clackamas. I want to take a second here as we sit in beautiful Clackamas Stadium. We would not be here without the help of all of our supporting sponsors from the Lake Oswego side, but we got a couple we want to thank as well from Clackamas that do so much out here to support the Clackamas Cavaliers. Start with our friends over at Macadam Floor and Design. They're downtown Portland. They got the shop up in Vancouver. They got the new one down in Lake Oswego. I have spent money at Macadam Floor and Design over the years because since 1984, when I was 3 years old, Macadam Floor and Design is providing all kinds of expert design and material resources to everyone in the PDX and surrounding areas. We are so thankful that Macadam has chosen to help out everybody up here at Clackamas also with their expertise and donations to the Cavs program to bring them out and help us get out here as well. Also want to thank our friends at Cascade, Sotheby's International Realty, Tom Kale. Big shout out to Tom and the group down there. They're down there in Lake Oswego as well. But Cascade, they're a huge supporter of the Cavaliers program and a big part of the reason we got the lights on and everything else rocking here tonight at Clackamas. So a big, big thanks to Cascade and Macadam. This isn't sponsored. They didn't ask for any of this kind of stuff. We just want to tell you folks watching at home, if you are in the area, if you're in the region, Cascade Sotheby's and Macadam Floor Design, they are all about community. They did not ask for any of this. We're doing it because we know how much they help out. We just want to say thank you to them. Halftime, 10 minutes on the clock. They're actually going to shorten it up here a little bit, I think. We're going to get about 8.5 on the clock. So we're going to take a break, reset, and reload a couple things. Invite you to do the same with your popcorn and beverages at home. A little bit of a halftime break, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Second half action about to get underway. Squads are getting last-minute coach-ups from both sides, which gives us one last chance to thank our title sponsor here tonight. Not the last chance, just the last chance of the half. Canby Health Foundation. Canby Health Foundation believes that transforming the healthcare journey begins by connecting changemakers to the resources and knowledge they need to maximize their impact. Canby Health Foundation is the corporate foundation of Canby Health Solutions and a total health solutions company dedicated to transforming the ways that we experience healthcare. Founded in 2007, the foundation has funded over $80 million in grants and advanced whole health person care models at every single stage of life to build a just and inclusive healthcare system for all. They make purposeful philanthropic investments in solutions that reduce disparities, eliminate systematic barriers, and result in better healthcare experiences and outcomes for everyone. For more information, go to CambiaHealthFoundation.org. Thank you, Cambia Health, for all of your help. Hopefully, the health of the yellow guys that took a tumble at the midfield is in good health here as we start the second half.
Well, there's Scotty there on the face-off.
Have we seen Ethan?
Yeah, he's out there.
Okay.
He's out there on defense.
Collective sigh of relief from the Laker faithful that Mr. Hecht, actually Mr. Hecht would be his dad, but that Ethan Hecht is back on the field. Lakers coming out of the halftime. Matt, put your coaching hat on. You're up 7-2. What is the final word for your Laker side?
Yeah, I think offensively the Lakers need to keep capitalizing on the fast break game like they have been. That's kind of where most of their offense has been coming from, so continue to look to do that. And defensively, they've been really solid, so not a ton of adjustments. What I'm going to say about Clackamas is maybe where LO needs to be a little bit more communicative, and that's in the middle of the field. The Cavaliers have been playing really well around the crease, getting a lot of wide-open looks, so they're going to need to look to capitalize on that here in the second half in their settled offense and maybe be a little bit more efficient on the fast breaks. Defensively, I'd like to see the Cavaliers on the hands of the Lakers. It was working so well for them in the first quarter, and they kind of went away from it in the second. So let's see if they can get back to it.
Transition opportunity for Lake Oswego. Jordan Phillips selling out to make that one happen. Lake Oswego, it sticks on the ground, sticks in the air. Lakers steal it on the clear from Clackamas, and they are back in business on offense. Fish on the far side, wheeling it up to Maguire, playing up considerably higher than we've seen. Gunnar Olsen screaming across, shot on goal,
save.
Big stop by Burnside. Man, Jack Burnside. His grandpa Chris Burnside watching remote, can't come to any of the games this year. It's Jack's senior year. Jack Burnside putting on a show here in the cage for the Cavs.
It's been a brick wall all night.
Schlegel gets a touch in the box to Nielsen. Nielsen hears a yellow call, says no. Nielsen goes at it. I kind of like that, though.
It's a great shot.
That was a great shot. LO defense a little bit slow to collapse on him, and Nielsen got a one-on-one with Bond. Bond just put up a wall and shut it down. Pass up to Alex Kamalian. Kamalian gets it all the way back around to Fish. Fish wheels it to Maguire. Maguire back up to Daly. Daly, one of the few Lakers, hasn't scored here tonight for the offense.
Yeah,
Been a little cold himself the last couple games.
Been a little quiet. But I'm sure that is soon to change.
Kamalian goes razzle-dazzle, and Burnside birds him. No, sir. Wow. Tell you
Incredible.
what, Jack Burnside, I mean, I know Nias gets all the attention, right? Because, I mean, he is a top-shelf, premier, Tier 1 goalie. But Burnside tonight been exposed so many times, all kinds of, I mean, just awful, awful looks coming at him, and he is just crushing in the cage.
He really is. I mean, so many wide open opportunities for the Lakers have just been stopped in the cage by Burnside. So great effort from him out here tonight.
Topside to Rab. Rab is going to give it a run down the middle. Feeds it, wheeling, dealing. Macy puts it in for the Lakers. They go up 8-2 with 8.5 to go here in the third quarter.
Yep, and McDaniel's going to be beating himself up a little bit after that one. Should have been in between the ball and the man on Macy, but he'll get it back, and I'm sure the Cavaliers will come out strong after the face-off.
McDaniel, such tough work here tonight, playing both sides of the field, 2 different lengths of sticks.
Yeah, it's tricky switching between sticks too. They got a different feel, and it's not as easy as it looks, at least as he makes it look.
Different feel, different timing, different everything. Erickson's got the timing on this one. He's off and running. Fastest Erickson into the household. Sean gets a touch and a toss back. That one, Alex can't quite reel it in though, so Lake Oswego.
Ooh, it's a good find.
So out of bounds will go to the Cavs. Jake Wilson with the inbound to Nielsen. Nielsen surveys the scene, and Cavs decide, let's roll this around for a rotation here. Get a dodge set up from Peterson up top. Gets by Aiden Luther. Big rip, easy bounce, easy chase for Jake Wilson. Cavs will maintain.
And keep an eye here on Brody Jones, number 17, in this settled Cavaliers offense. Get a dodge here. Nope.
A little poke and prod on the wings, trying to see what Lake Oswego does. Keeping it tight in the middle. Wheeling all the way around and gets him on the curl. Wow, Riley Peterson. Been a while since we've had a Clackamas goal, and Riley did it with gusto there. Makes it 3 goals for the Cavs.
It's a great play from Clackamas. I've seen that happen quite a few times tonight where they're getting a nice midi dodge and kind of wheeling all the way around the crease. It's gotten them, or all the way around X, and it's gotten them some good looks. So great goal there from Peterson to put that one away.
Got a chance to look at Calvin Macy's goal there from a second ago on the Quest investment replay. Face-off win for the Lakers. Jordan Phillips scoops up the ground ball. We'll bring up that Clackamas goal here in just a second. Kamalian to Maguire. Maguire rolling around the backside. Sullivan all over him. Jordan Phillips now up top. That little slow, subtle trot before he explodes. Maguire looking for cutters. LO kind of just sitting a little bit stale there on the backside. A little miscommunication there, looked like, between Daly and Phillips on who was supposed to go. They got it figured out now. And pass back to Daly. That's going to go right to the 43 and scooped up by Mason Fish.
Sloppy passes here from the Lakers. Need to tighten that up a little bit.
Want to see a little bit more crisp play from Lake Oswego. Clackamas, on the other hand, happy to see the ball on the ground. Oh, and Sullivan McDaniel able to just chop Maguire's stick down. Gavin had a shot there that would have been one-on-one with Burnside. McDaniel bailed him out. Nice work there from number 49. Feed to the midfield does not clear for the Cavs. Maguire comes up top. Puts everybody back in their place for the Lakers. And coming in from the box, Thomas Anderson, number 17, feeds Gunnar Olsen. Gunnar with the stutter step. Good slide from Clackamas, closing off those passing lanes. Finding it, though. Oh, just didn't quite get his wrist broke over. Shot goes high.
Good backup there from the Lakers, and they'll look to get back into their offensive set.
Kamalian rolls to the near side, coming across. Feeds it.
Ooh.
And another touch pass to the middle. Good body check from Cole Sims. And
Great
Sims rewarded
ground
for his
ball.
effort.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a little high from Calvin.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there is a flag. Thought
Good
they might
call.
get him for a push, but, Sims just went low, and Calvin was already coming high. Nothing he could do about that. Definitely wasn't egregious by any means, but no question penalty.
Yeah, definitely. Should be thinking an unnecessary roughness call here. Probably just a minute-long penalty, and we'll see what Clackamas has got in their EMO, their extra man offense.
Quest investment replay. Check this out on that Clackamas goal, rolling all the way around, just whoop.
Ooh. It's quick hands, just bringing that stick
Fast.
up and down, nice and vertical, makes it hard for the goalie to read.
Look how quick that is. Even frame by frame, his hands broke so fast. Wow.
Great shot.
.455 to go here in the third quarter. Lakers lead at 8-3, but Clackamas with the man advantage. There's Sullivan McDaniel. Short stick on the offense. Good backup on the pass from his buddy Jake Wilson.
Woo.
Wheel around. Yeah, I'm not so sure how high percentage that was. Dromgold's a big body long pole down there. I don't think you're going to get much on that.
I like the effort.
It was creative. Brody Jones there back at X.
Ooh,
Feed with the
two-man
dump.
game.
Are you kidding me? Wow. Little 1-2 action, and I'll tell you, Matt, you check out that scoreboard real quick. It's a 4-goal game.
Oh, yeah. Momentum is definitely swinging back towards the Cavaliers. What an amazing play there on offense. Two-man game. Little one-handed shovel pass to find Brody Jones, and he puts it away for the Cavaliers.
Quest investment replay. Look at this. One. Lakers, a little slow on the slide. Just doop. Oh, we got to bring that back. See if we can slip this in before the replay. Just scoop pass.
Beautiful.
Are you kidding me?
Great lacrosse.
That's like 5-6 select type stuff right there. You don't see that in varsity games very often. Lake Oswego with a huge face-off win right there, though. Calvin Macy running angry. I don't think you're going to like Calvin when he gets angry. Maguire either. Sullivan on the opposite side of the field again with another long stick in his hand.
Wow.
Tell you, I don't know how to pick. We don't pick MVPs, but there's a few of them here on both sides tonight. Looney playing great D for the Lakers, but Burnside and McDaniel on the Clackamas side. Good stick lift and D from number 2. Zach Nielsen on that shot from Macy sends that one into the stratosphere. Easy chase for the Lakers, but, man, I'll tell you what, Nielsen doesn't get that lift. That's a one-on-one shot from Macy that I don't think Burnside wants to look at.
No, yeah, it's great defense. Hard to stop number 12 out there as well. Cavaliers all over Gavin.
Macy with a shot. Burnside drops to his knees. Jack Burnside doing Grandpa Chris proud.
I can't believe he saved that with his legs.
I
That was
can't
incredible.
believe that either. Fish coming around top side, feeds.
Good D.
Great pinch there. Rab ran into a cluster of Cavaliers. Kamalian looking at it. Dumps it off to Maguire. Maguire showing some stick and body skills on that far side. Maguire setting up for a little one-on-one action.
I think the Lakers need to capitalize on the backside a little bit more here, playing a lot into the flow of the ball. And there's a little drop, and great pickup by the Cavaliers.
Cavaliers with another critical turnover opportunity and can't get the clear, so Lake Oswego benefits. Clackamas struggling a little bit there. If they could clean up some of those passes, they'd be back in those transition opportunities they had earlier in the game. We haven't seen much since the second quarter on that. Fatigue setting in. A lot of guys playing two ways.
Definitely. And like we were saying in the first, a lot of up and down play in that first half. So definitely something the Cavaliers can work on there, getting those passes up on the clears. But let's see what the Lakers can bring here. Gavin on the dodge.
Time Ricky Dupuis takes Gavin. Gavin steps across. I love that sweep move up high. Gotta be careful. Pass over to Fish. Sticks in the lanes. Kids at home. Creates opportunities. Ball on the ground. Now Macy.
Ooh.
Calvin tries to get across, but a good work by Nielsen, checking his hands on that shot.
And Clackamas playing great D so far this whole possession, being all over the hands of the Laker guys and really not allowing any opportunities offensively. Lakers haven't seen really a good look this whole possession.
Maguire coming across, looking at the cutter, fakes it, dekes it. A little bit of a slip, keeps his feet back up top. He finds Rab. Rab coming across, took that collision with Hecht and crew earlier. Macy on the lefty. Macy gets across. Another stick lift on the shot, is just pushing these shots out wide. So LO getting some windows, but Clackamas, that backside reach.
Yeah, the Lakers, I think, need to move the ball a little bit more. On that possession alone, there was a pass, dodge. You need to move the ball across to the backside of the field, get the defense moving off the dodge, and then move that ball 2 passes, another dodge. So let's see if they can work on that a little bit here.
Big body check for McDaniel there. Maguire pops it out for a second. Calvin now one-on-one on that wing. Looking for that backside. Good slide from Ricky Dupuis. Gunnar Olsen now. Goes lefty. Hot shot. Can't quite put it in. Easy chase, though, for Kamalian. And the Lakers.
Long possession here for the Lakers. Let's see if that wears on the Cavaliers' defense a little bit or if they can hold it down for the last minute here in the quarter.
Big body checks, coughing up ground ball opportunities for Clackamas. They hit hard and strong. Clackamas with transition now. Zach Nielsen.
Smart decision there to hold the ball. Didn't have the numbers. About 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what the Cavs can do.
Screaming in from the box comes Scotty Weiss. Weiss all over Peterson. Clack moving the ball to the near side. Find Drew Conkey. Conkey's got Nolan Rabb on him. Conkey goes lefty against Rabb. Good slide from LO. Forces that one back out. It'll be under 10 seconds to go here in the first.
Wow.
Shot on goal, and that is good with short to no time left. Clackamas closes it to a 3-goal game here in the third. All right, got a little work to do on the replay. Check out this Burnside stop. I've been saving this one. Quest Investment replay. Burnside, totally exposed. Look at that. Just squares himself up, and, oh boy, I'll tell you what. Jack's folks are watching home. He's going to need an ice pack and a little bit of an Epsom salt bath for that one. That is definitely leaving a bruise from Alex.
Got another one a couple minutes later, too.
Yes, he did. We'll bring up that goal here in just a second. Face-off in real time at midfield. This one picked up by Clackamas. And time is going to expire, and that's going to do it. The end of 3. Clackamas storming up a comeback. 8-5, Lake Oswego in the lead as we go into the fourth quarter here from Clackamas High School. Little break in the action. We're going to bring up that Clackamas goal. Conkey up top. Nice dodge, goes left. Good slide there from Olsen coming across. Short time, we're about 10 seconds here. The run on the goal. Just a bounce shot, skinny side.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Peterson, and get up.
Yeah, the third quarter was the Riley Peterson show for sure. The Lakers had that long possession there at the end, but really seems like the momentum swung back toward the Cavs in the third.
Take a second here at the break. Thank another one of our supporting sponsors for getting us out here tonight. Our good friends down at the Untattoo Parlor in the Gadsby building down on the Northwest Hoyt and 13th Avenue corner in the Pearl District. You kind of guessed it by the name. They specialize in tattoo removal, right? They got that cutting-edge Cutera and light and laser that's been shown to remove unwanted ink in half the time in the older machines with better clearances and considerably more pain-free. They do that because they got a trained staff of registered nurses and a board-certified plastic surgeon ensuring optimal results to help you erase that one permanent reminder of all the bad decisions you already forgot from your trip down to Tijuana. Check them out at theuntatattooparlor.com or 503-893-0102. The Untattoo. Also want to thank our friends at Vanderhouen, the premier staffing provider of technology, accounting, and finance and engineering professionals in the region. They win awards. They're so good at this stuff, folks. Recruiting, relationships, and opportunity. They're down at 6342 South Macadam Avenue. You can give them a call at 503-299-6811. Big thanks to Vanderhouen. Also want to thank our friends at the Criscione Family Dental Group. They are a passionate family of dental professionals who believe kindness should be at the core of everything that they do, which is why it is the core of everything that they do. They keep the commitment to you, to providing long-term solutions with exceptional personalized treatment and fair fees. They're down at 16679 Boones Ferry Road, Suite 215 in Lake Oswego, or you can call them at 503-636-7601. Big thanks to Criscione Family Dental. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. 3-goal game here from Clackamas, Matt. It is not what anybody was expecting. Big push from the Cavs, but Lake Oswego with possession. Erickson took a shot. Jordan Phillips with a rip. I like that aggression there early from the Lakers in transition.
Yeah, it was a good look off the faceoff, and Lakers now with possession.
Maguire coming near side. Sullivan McDaniel on him. McDaniel definitely gets the two-way award tonight. Stretch from Clackamas puts him out of position. Fish unable to capitalize on it. Clackamas able to recover. Pestering sticks from Sims.
And that's what Clackamas wants to see, is that stick. Look at that, all over Fish there.
Fish with a wheelhouse rip. Burnside body blocks it, knocks it right down. That's a big stop for Clackamas.
Who possessed Jack Burnside tonight? What a stop.
My goodness. Nielsen gets a touch in the box. Cole Daly rides him all the way down, and Clackamas now with a shot. Try and make this a 2-goal game. Temperature has dropped here out at Clackamas as we crest the 9 o'clock hour. Ball up top to Schlegel. Schlegel's giving it a ride and a run. He's got Scotty Weiss on him. Sticks in the lanes. Mr. Hecht with a lift. Pestering Zerba. Hecht takes it away. Ethan on the move.
Ooh.
Oh, boy, that was a good look and a better steal by Clackamas. And another errant clear. That one's close to the side. Scotty Weiss now creating a ground ball opportunity for him. Kicks it across the 50. Big push call coming. I think that's a little bit of a big little call there. Zerba. Scotty getting a hand up from the official. You got to give props to Scotty. He is by far not the biggest guy on the field, but I don't know anybody that plays with bigger heart anywhere.
Oh, yeah. All energy all the time, Scotty Weiss.
Scotty, just a junior, too.
Little yellow situation from the Lakers as they get their men on the field.
Well, I think when you get an opportunity to bring speedster Calvin Macy out there, as many opportunities he's created here tonight, Rab as well, you want to take your second and set that up.
Definitely.
Kamalian feeding Maguire. Maguire coming near side. McDaniel on him. Maguire, and a stick shot to the helmet. That's got double flags on that. Maguire sees it, buttons it back up. He's got ball and possession.
Oh, we're still playing here.
Yeah.
Looked like for a moment there was a whistle, but.
Gavin's got it. Rolls it to Daly. Daly with a feed on the crease. Shot goes. Good kick out from Burnside. Man.
Wow.
Burnside. What?
This is crazy. Wow.
Unbelievable block by Burnside again.
I'm just glad I'm out here to witness that. Wow.
No kidding. So Gavin takes a big old shot in the noggin. He's fine. That's what the helmet's there for. But blew his buckle off. Able to hold and maintain possession. Get the replay up at that stop here in just a second. They're going to whistle him in. Don't want to miss this. Lake Oswego going to look to score on the man advantage. Coming up on the 9-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. The Lakers lead it 8-5 against a rejuvenated Clackamas squad. Daly with the near side, sticks in the lanes.
Ooh.
Oh, and a miscommunication there in the exchange. It's going to be a turnover. Lakers, so Clackamas will take possession here.
Yeah, and Clackamas is going to look to clear that ball and kill the penalty. And let's see if they can do it.
Nielsen with it. Steps inbounds. Laker front attack, putting on the defensive pressure. Fish trying to ride him out.
Ooh.
Maguire, that was close. Still there.
Good
Daly coming up
stutter
now.
step.
Trying to maintain inside leverage and push him out. Whew, man, Nielsen walking a tightrope over there.
Nielsen hit, I think, Gavin with a little shake and bake on the sideline, a little stutter step, and got by him.
Zach Zerba wheels it back up top to Peterson. Peterson now with it. Plenty happy to kill some time. Scotty Weiss working that stick. Scotty able to create a number of opportunities here tonight.
Yeah, it's hard for the Lakers to double, too, when the ball's up top there, because if you get beat, that's a wide-open lane to Cage.
Zerba with a feed. Oh, and a hole in the stick. Later, Gator, Nolan Rabb turning on the Jets, going the other direction. Lakers with a transition opportunity, feed it to Fish. Fish with a drop. So Lake Oswego for a moment had a man advantage in the transition there, but having to settle for an offensive set here with 7.5 to go and a 3-goal lead. Calvin Macy coming on the attack. Maguire wheels, rolls, looks to dump. Nobody cutting backside. Maguire, 1, 2, 3 Clackamas helmets turning at Gavin. Oh, we got a big body and a small body here. Kamalian's going to have to work it. A little bit of a blown tire from Fish. He hops up. He looks like he's okay. Good news. Good news there. Mason's going to take a second. A little bit of a slip step there.
Great defense from the Cavaliers on that last possession. Way to cause the turnover. They got 7 minutes left to make something happen, and it's just a 3-goal game.
Elliott Orr having to turn on the Jets.
Ooh.
Big shot, big block. That one rips out. Now Lake Oswego with a transition opportunity in the speedster. Calvin Macy on it. Calvin's taking it right to the cage. Dunks it. Lake Oswego with another critical goal from Calvin.
Yeah. When you get a wide open lane like that and Calvin Macy's got the ball, not a whole lot you can do there defensively.
Quest investment replay. We got this Burnside stop here. Watch this. Coming across. Just look at his speed in that split kick.
Oh.
So good. Jack Burnside has been something else here tonight. Face-off. We'll bring up that Macy goal here in just a second.
Face-offs are going to be huge here for the Cavaliers down the stretch. They're really going to need that possession.
And Lake Oswego gets it. Going the other way. Phillips finds Kamalian. Kamalian is going to keep it. Cutter on the crease. Just gets stuffed with the hands. Phillips. You get a conversation from his older brother when he gets home.
Yeah, he might have needed to take his time there and pick a corner, but great save by Burnside.
Excellent save. Maguire coming right at, oh my goodness, Sullivan McDaniel. Good hookup. Nice roll and tuck from Nielsen.
Wow.
Nielsen frustrating the Laker defense. Phillips making up for it, though. Great steal from the Ocho. Going the other way now. Critical possession here for Lake Oswego. Need to make sure and get a high-quality shot. They're up by 4 again with 5:40 to go, but Clackamas has had the momentum. Lakers want to take it back and close this one out.
Yeah, the defense from Clackamas has just been incredible in the second half. Not so tight in the first half, but they really made some adjustments, and the Lakers have not had a lot of success on offense.
Rabb gets a step on Wallace, but Clackamas D able to recover. Elo has to cycle it back around. Rabb again with a shot, and this one goes home. Go home, ball. Lakers clear double digits. That's their 10th goal with 5 and change to go. Okay. They're not giving us a lot of time here. Quest investment replay on Calvin Macy's big-time speedster goal. I think he's getting faster the longer that hair gets this season.
The flow definitely helps.
The flow helps. You know, they make him cut it for football. I believe he's going to Air Force.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
A wide receiver.
Impressive.
Now he's got that lacrosse flow, definitely helping with the goal situation here for Lake Oswego. Bring up that goal here from Rab in just a second. Face off at midfield. Erickson doing work against Cole Sims here. Erickson with the win. Erickson gets across, hits the brakes, he flies right by. That's a Chris Erickson move right there.
Talk about Air Force, huh?
Tell you what, that had fighter jet pilot written all over it. Near side to Garrett Anderson. Fresh faces on the field. Aiden Luther as well for the Lakers.
Yeah, it looks like Anderson is in for Fish, so we hope he's okay on the sideline.
Yeah, he took kind of a funky step, and a shot and a goal from Cole makes it 11-5 here all of a sudden. Lakers coming back alive. All right, Quest Investment replay 2 goals ago now. Barely had a chance on this one. See Rab coming in from the wing, goes right hand over Burnside's top right shoulder. Rab found the crease he was looking for earlier. And I think we got a timeout, Clackamas. You know, the way things have kind of gone here, you might have wanted to see that timeout a little bit sooner if you're a Cavs fan. Quest Investment replay on that last goal. Here comes Thomas Anderson with the feed to Cole. Daly with a bounce pass catch. I mean, again, over the top, little deflection, right down, comes underneath. McDaniel wasn't expecting that. That ball just kind of died. And Cole able to pick it up and dunk it over Burnside. So
great handle. I did not see that out on the field. That's great handle from Daly.
We got those high-def cameras on the replay, my friend. Got to keep it ready at all times because these guys are playing at another level. I want to thank another one of our supporting sponsors while we've got an opportunity to do so here on the timeout break. Our friends down at Project 360 at 462nd Street, Lake Oswego, Project360pdx.com. They are personal training reinvented. They surround you with 360 degrees of professional support. They've got over 100 years combined experience with their staff down there at Project 360. Big thanks to them. We also want to thank our friends at Pittman and Brooks, certified public accountants. Pittman and Brooks, a different kind of CPA firm. They are business consultants who are CPA certified and believe that nothing great can be accomplished when you settle for average. Check them out at pittmanandbrooks.com or 503-684-9233. Pittman and Brooks. New face-off face, hits it, Hudson Trippy up front. And a little bit of a cluster in the middle there. Clackamas comes away with it. Scotty Weiss all over ball. Lakers with a 6-goal lead again here, 4.5 to go. But Clackamas scoring in bunches. See what they've got up their sleeve here. Nielsen draws Dromgoole, kicks it backside to Wilson. Wilson coming up against Elliott Orr. Clackamas settling on cycling it through Schlegel back over to Nielsen. Nielsen trying to get a pass on the cut on the backside. And a shot goes good. Clackamas, number 17, Brody Jones.
Yeah, it looks like there's just a miscommunication there from the Laker defense in the center of the field, and Brody Jones is left wide open, and he puts it away.
Quest Investment replay. Here comes Brody, backside cut right there. Quick, short shot, too, from Brody. Just that quick little wrist flick because Looney had a good look at it, but that little wrist flap got him.
Makes it so tough on the goalie, too, when the ball's coming from the other side of the field to turn around and get in position to make that save.
Erickson, big face-off win, critical win for the Lakers. Sean Erickson with a pass up front to Scotty. Scotty gets a touch in the box, goes to cycle off. Lake Oswego shot on goal. They didn't have the personnel in the field yet. Jordan Phillips having to hustle for that one. Did we get a timeout?
I believe so.
I think we got a timeout, Lakers. Whew, getting tense out there.
Yeah.
My goodness. They're doing me a favor, though. Gives us a chance to thank all of our folks helping get us out here tonight, including Ricardo's Ristorante down there in Lake Grove. They've been there since 1980. Ricardo and Georgette Spaccarelli working on Nonna Rica, Ricardo's grandmother's handed down family recipes Shows that each dish is prepared with the freshest ingredients, and their eclectic wine selection ensures the perfect accompaniment. Alan Dottie goes by Gotsy, the executive chef since 1998, is the driving force behind keeping that menu fresh and consistent and tied to their roots. Its attention to detail, passion, and drive for creating perfect food keeps their menu spectacular day after day. They're at 16035 Boones Ferry Road in Lake Oswego, or you can call them at 503-636-4104 to set a reservation for lunch, which is available Monday through Friday from 11 to 3, or dinner Monday through Saturday, 5 to 9 p.m. Big thanks to Ricardo's. And, yeah, I'm feeling spaghetti and breadsticks. Large Park is our other friends over at Old Spaghetti Factory since 1969 in downtown Portland, where they started out with the trolley car. Today they've got over 40 locations across 13 states, including 2. They're Japanese partners in Japan, in Nagoya and Kobe, Japan. They're down on South Waterfront at 715 Bancroft Street. You can check out their menu and everything else they have to offer at osf.com or give them a call at 503-222-5375. Big thanks to Old Spaghetti Factory. 3:30 and change coming out of the timeout. Jordan Phillips with the I apologize. That is
Jack Isaacson.
Jack Isaacson over there. That 11 looked like an 8 from the window. Push on Clackamas is going to stay with the Lakers, but Isaacson coming in, the sophomore, he is stuttery. He has got such quick feet.
He really does. A lot of potential as a sophomore here. Good to see him getting some minutes at the end of the game and getting some experience out here on the varsity field.
Garrett Anderson near side gets absolutely blistered by Ian Osnes. Clackamas puts a ball on the ground. Push coming. Hand is up. Big hit. As big a hit as he can deliver, Garrett Anderson. Tell you what, not the biggest guy in the field. Ooh, with the whip from Phillips. Phillips with the rip. Wow. Jordan Phillips just put an exclamation point on this one for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's my little brother out there. It was a great shot, and it's good to see him get one in there.
My goodness. Jordan Phillips on the Quest investment replay. Big body checks down here. Look at all this physical play. Got a little bit of time to show the extent of this one. Lots and lots of physicality. Garrett Anderson had to put his mouthpiece in. Back in. Big push there. Here comes Garrett. Boom. As big a hit as he can deliver, but enough to give Thomas the space to feed the bro with the wheel and the whip. Wow. That was a sequence and a half there for the Lakers. Off the faceoff, back in real time. Clackamas is going to be awarded possession. Like Elo might have gone a little bit early. Pass in all the way to the back. Number 25, Jake Wilson. Wilson trying to work on Orr. Comes it back with it, and he puts one in. Clackamas back to a 5-goal game.
Great dodge from X there by Wilson. Wow. Just pure speed from X, and then using that body, rolling it around and finding his spot in cage.
So you'll see here on the Quest investment replay, this is difficult for the defender. He's got good position, rolls inside out, and then Bond's having to charge at him, but I'll tell you what, Wilson delivers. Number 25. Bringing it back to 5. It's 12-7 with 2.5 to go here in the fourth. Scotty Weiss gets wiped out.
Big scrum.
Big scrum, not super clean. Looney going for body, gets pushed out. I think we got a whistle on that sideline. There we go. Been a little bit consistent. One of the whistles tonight's been pretty soft. These guys aren't here at the first time, having to get a backup whistle in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get excited in a game like this. It's hard to hear that first one sometimes. So
definitely happens.
Aiden
Good
Luther
ride from the Cavaliers attackman here.
Big pinch at the 45. Luther.
Looks like a broken stick on the field there too from I believe Jake Wilson.
You don't see that very often.
No.
And no stick for Aiden Luther. That one got ripped right out of his hands. Tell me that was a timeout by Lake Oswego. My goodness. That was a well-timed timeout from the Lakers. This has been a frenetic fourth quarter. Big time shots starting off here. Ball on the turf. You can see it right there on the sideline. It's sitting there in that white zone. Big shot, big push. Luther creates another ground ball for himself. And a scrum. So Lake Oswego gets it here. Now watch as we come out of this. Clackamas is going to get a good pinch on it. Luther picks it up. Clackamas defense, they set up the trap. Luther breaks into it, coming across, and then here comes right here. Big old hit. Luther able to get through it for Lake Oswego. That was a big-time play because if they get that ball, the position that Clackamas had, they had numbers on the cage against Bond.
Definitely. Very, very sneaky move there from Luther and a great clear for the Lakers. Now out of the timeout, I'm expecting to see the Lakers hold the ball offensively. Let's see if Clackamas can get a double going, maybe behind the cage, bring the goalie out, make it a black call is what they call it, where you have the goalie come out and defend behind the cage and force that turnover for themselves. And very close to doing it right there.
That was everything they were looking for. Had an opportunity. Isaacson, tell you what, I'm not going to call him Calvin Macy Jr., but he is right up there with Calvin with the speed on the field that he puts out. Oh, big wraparound check from Osnes. That's going to draw a flag and a big push, so maybe a little frustration there. A little bit too much English on that.
Yeah, interesting to see what the referees will call here because I believe first it should have been holding with Anderson's stick on the ground covering that ball, but a little bit of English after the play, so let's see what they come up with.
Isaacson with the wheels just coming all the way around, stretching that Clackamas D on the wheel, and then here comes Garrett. And it was a good thought poke and then a reach right there, but a little bit too much. Just a little too much on that. And then, just to finish it off. So he knew that the flag was down. Definitely didn't want to give LO a shot at a shot. Maguire back in. So Lakers presumptively look to call as much time off the clock as they can. Take a shot if you got it, but play in a respectful finish.
Definitely.
Gunner on the crease, goes for the wraparound behind the back, and that one's well outside. Daly with the chase. Under a minute on the clock, and personnel coming in for Lake Oswego. Quick substitution there. Rab, Lakers squeezing in a little bit tighter, trying to compress that man-down defense. Rab up top with the rip.
Great
Burnside.
save.
Tell you what, man, that kid is something else tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Clock sync in the stadium coming up on under 30 seconds to go. Feed to Maguire. Maguire's going to dump it off the backside. Looking, nothing there. Maguire up top. 20 seconds. Shot from the wing. That one gets through for Cole. Lake Oswego put an exclamation point on this one. Cole Daly. For folks watching home, it's kind of like basketball. There are times where you get shot opportunities that you just got to take because it's kind of like if you don't take the layup, it's almost worse, right?
Yeah.
Quest investment replay here on that one real quick. Olsen feeds Daly. Daly just had an opportunity on a rip. Burnside just a little bit slow on it. Such a great game from him tonight, though. My goodness, that kid.
For the first 3.5 quarters, it was almost a religious experience watching him out there. I mean, so many incredible saves. And, I think the last 5 goals are more a symptom of fatigue than anything on the Cavaliers side. Lakers having a lot of long possessions in the second half.
And that last opportunity there is going to do it for Clackamas. Finishing it off, this one is final. Lake Oswego 13, Clackamas 7. I want to take a quick second and thank the supporting sponsors from the Clackamas side. Big thanks to Macadam Floor and Design, as well as Cascade Sotheby's. Found out how much you guys have been doing to help the Cavs get out here this season and have the lights on and all the things that go into making club lacrosse possible. And a big thanks to Macadam and Cascade Sotheby's, as well as everybody else out here at Clackamas, for being such awesome hosts. This is my absolute favorite field. We do play favorites with that respect because they've got an elevator. It's fantastic. But the lighting's great. The field is awesome. It's always a competitive game. Huge thanks to the Clackamas community for this one. What a game, Matt. I mean, that was everything we could have asked for in a Three Rivers League matchup.
Oh, yeah. Great game. Both teams just going hard all night. You know, I think it really came down to just fatigue at the end there with the Lakers getting those long possessions, just like I said earlier. But both sides fighting hard. Really nice to see Clackamas putting that effort out there. And Jack Burnside tonight.
My goodness. That kid, I mean, if you aren't paying attention, Chris Burnside, Grandpa watching at home, that grandson of yours, he's something else. This one's in the books. Lake Oswego 13, Clackamas 7. Big thanks to Hunter Paulson down on the low field cam. Kai, the guy, Tinker, back on the main cam up top. And, of course, the best lacrosse color guy that I could find in the business, Matt Phillips, coming in 2 for 2. We're going to see you Friday against Canby?
Yes, I will be there.
All right. This one is done. Lake Oswego going home victorious. Big thanks to everybody out there watching. We will see you Friday night. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.